G'day YouTube. In this video, I'm going to take you through the top 5 print-on-demand niches that you must avoid at all costs when it comes to advertising on Facebook. Have you ever been encouraged to do something that you know you probably shouldn't be doing? Way back in 2004, I was 6 months into my carpentry apprenticeship and I'd been seeing another chippy on site picking up a bit of timber with a circular saw and ripping it while holding it in his hands. That led me to the following day doing a very similar thing with a very different outcome. This is a circular saw for those of you playing at home. They are gnarly. Have a go at the teeth on that. So this is my one that I was using way back when. What I'd done is I'd grabbed a bit of timber, and I'll use my trusty aircon remote as an example, picked up the circular saw, shoved it in the gap that I'd created from cutting earlier, and clamped the blade in the timber. What happened was when I pulled that trigger, it shot that blade back out over the top of my thumb, which resulted in me getting some pretty gnarly stitches. I put that saw down, I covered my hand, I walked around to my boss, and I said, "Look mate, I f***ed up. We got to go to hospital." He must have seen the blood coming off my hand. I remember my thumb coming around down here somewhere. He jumped down off the scaffold super quick. I'd never seen him move so fast in his life. So the point of that story is to illustrate that we shouldn't let what other people are doing influence what we're doing, particularly when it comes to print-on-demand and trademark infringement. Now, before we get started, make sure you download my free ebook, The 1000 Plus Untapped and Profitable Niche List. In it, I take you through how to find a niche, how to create sub-niches, and ultimately find the success within each. So number 1 on the list is TV and movie quotes. Back when we started, way back in 2014, we were actively encouraged by the gurus to infringe on copyright. Never felt great. We ran a couple of campaigns. We drew a line in the sand. We made a decision early on that we wouldn't infringe on copyright going forward. We'd only create our own unique designs. But what happened was, because we tested so many designs over the years, thousands upon thousands, we had over 500 Facebook pages at one time targeting all the different niches that we could possibly get into. We left these ads sitting there. That was early to mid 2014. Roll around to late 2017, this new company had come through called Counterfine. And what Counterfine was able to do was take a process that used to take 20 minutes per takedown issued to Facebook and reduce that time to seconds. So what happened was there was thousands upon thousands of marketers that were instantly banned from Facebook. I was one of them. It's actually how Storehacks came to be, because I had 9 months where I was not on Facebook at all, and I knew I wanted to do something in the industry. So I started creating this blog, writing articles about the hints, tips, and tricks that I'd learned over the years with the industry. The shirts that I did, one was a quote from Breaking Bad. It said, "I am the danger" on one side of the chest with a silhouette of Walter White's face on the other. Didn't sell any, it sat there, and the other one was a Florida Gators logo inside the silhouette of California. Again, didn't sell anything. Those ones were the ones that sat there. They were the ones that we infringed with copyright, and those are the ones that were responsible for me actually being taken down. As it is today, is the same as what it was back then. If you Google if you can use phrases and quotes in your designs, the answer's unclear. The question you've then got to ask yourself is, whose wallet is deeper? The studios that you're infringing on, or your own? So infringing on copyrights by using these elements in your design, you've got to ask yourself, is it worth the heartache? If you put your heart and soul into creating a store based on this kind of stuff, are you willing to lose that based on infringement? I think the answer is no. Number 2 is sports teams and the Olympics. The reason I actually put this video together was because I saw an influencer the other day blatantly saying that it was fine to use the colors of sports teams and the locations. It may very well be. But again, what's going to happen to you is that you're going to be picked up. Counterfine, and there are other companies that are doing the exact same thing. They are contracted to be able to find those pieces within Facebook, within the other platforms, to issue those takedowns and get you taken off. Again, the question is, do you have a deeper pocket than the studios and the sports teams that are contracting these companies to issue those takedowns? Number 3 is name and age campaigns. Names are a no-go, and so is age, depending on how you actually target within Facebook. So for instance, if you put a shirt up for someone that's born in 1970 and you then target them specifically by their age, that's when you're going to run into trouble, and that's when Facebook's going to disapprove those ads. You get too many disapprovals on Facebook and you're going to be taken down. Names are the same. If you're scraping people's names in order for you to be able to create content for those specific names like Smith or McKenzie, then you're playing a game that's going to end up with you being banned from Facebook for good. If you are wanting to run name and age campaigns, what you need to do is remove the age segment and the name segment. Put in custom text, put in a random number, and then start targeting. You can see from the examples on the screen here, this is what I'm talking about. And then when they get to your website, all you need to do is have an option box where they can put their own names in. POD suppliers like Custom Cat allow you to do these designs, and they print the correct name as it comes through into their system. That's how you advertise name and age campaigns on Facebook. Number 4 is brand names and big companies like Starbucks, Nike, Adidas, your big colleges. Those guys have trademarks in place and they'll take you down without thinking twice. Do not do it. Facebook will disapprove your ads before they even get published, and you'll be one step closer to not existing on Facebook at all. Don't do it. Number 5 is marijuana. If you're doing drug-inspired merchandise and you're trying to create designs for that specific niche, sometimes it pays just to go to other platforms that do allow that. If you're trying to advertise on Facebook, it's going to be more headache than it's worth. You're going to get your ads disapproved all the time, and it's just not worth the headache of playing around with it. There are so many niches that you can get into that don't have those same headaches, that have heightened passion, that allow you to sell a hell of a lot more. Some of these niches are black and white and you should just avoid at all costs. Others are more of a grey area. But what it comes down to is whether or not you've got the stomach to put up with the stress that's involved with actually operating in those niches. Don't do it to yourself. If you love the content that I'm sharing with you, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.